Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, January 5, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Toronto Raptors vs Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks are depending on the production of power forward Giannis Antetokounmpo, as he is playing 32.5 minutes and is averaging 27.9 points, 11.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 1.5 blocks, and 1.1 steals per game. He is shooting around his career averages as he is shooting 53.7% from the field, 27.1% from beyond the arc, and 69% from the charity stripe. In his last game against Detroit, Giannis finished with 31 points, 10 rebounds, 7 rebounds, and a steal in 36 minutes on the court. Shooting guard Fred VanVleet has been playing well for the Toronto Raptors, as he is averaging 20.9 points, 5 rebounds, 6.7 assists, 0.6 blocks, and 1.6 steals on 37.7 minutes per game this season. He is shooting the ball well as he is 43.8% from the floor, 40% from the three-point line, and 87.8% from the free throw line. In his last game against New York, VanVleet played 31 minutes and finished with 35 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Our first betting advice is to pick Milwaukee Bucks. Following a long layoff due to COVID-19, Antetokounmpo appears to have returned to MVP form over the last 2 weeks. Since returning on Christmas Day, Antetokounmpo has averaged 32.6 points per game. He has also been more of a distributor of late, racking up at least 5 assists or more in every game during that span. For the season, Antetokounmpo's numbers are right on point with where he was a year ago. He comes in averaging 27.9 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Bucks rank 8th in the NBA, with an adjusted plus 2.7 net rating. Meanwhile, Milwaukee ranks 7th in the league on offense, with an adjusted 111.9 mark, and 14th on defense, with an adjusted 109.2 rating through 39 games. Our second betting advice is to pick over the total. Quick reminder, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. The Minnesota Timberwolves have been average to begin this season as they are 17-20 so far. They are being led by center Karl-Anthony Towns so far, and that is going to help them progress throughout the regular season. They are coming off a 122-104 road win against the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest positive was the fact they shot 52.7% from the floor as a team. The Thunder come into this game as 8-point underdogs, but that mark is simply too low here. Minnesota will be trying to inch closer to the .500 mark in this game. Despite their overall youth, the Timberwolves have flashed considerable improvement on the defensive end of the floor this season, ranking in the top 10 in the league on that end. On the other hand, the Thunder are still without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so it's hard to see them remaining competitive for a full 48 minutes. Our first betting advice is to pick Minnesota Timberwolves -8. While the Timberwolves have fallen off since their strong start, Edwards' year 2 leap appears to be for real. Ant-Man is averaging 22.3 points per game on 43.8% shooting from the field and 35.8% shooting from three-point range on 8.6 attempts from deep per game. With career best marks across the board, it's evident that Edwards is still coming to his own on the floor. According to dunksandthrees.com, Minnesota ranks 18th in the NBA, with an adjusted -0.1 net rating. The Timberwolves also rank 22nd in the league, with an adjusted 108.3 offensive rating, and 7th in the league, with an adjusted 108.4 mark on the defensive end of the floor. Giddey's triple-double was one for the record books on Sunday. At just 19 years and 84 days old, Giddey is the youngest player in NBA history to accomplish the feat, surpassing reigning Rookie of the Year LaMelo Ball, who previously held the distinction at 19 years, 140 days old. The Thunder added another future draft pick to their resume by making a deal with the Utah Jazz on Tuesday. OKC will acquire Mia Oni, along with a 2028 second-round pick from the Utah Jazz. Oni is expected to be waived, opening up another roster spot ahead of the 2022 NBA trade deadline. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Thunder come into the week ranked number 27 in the NBA, with an adjusted -7.8 net rating. Oklahoma City is the worst offensive team in the NBA, ranking 30th with an adjusted 101.0 offensive rating. Our second betting advice is to pick under the total. Utah Jazz vs Denver Nuggets. Utah enters Denver among the league's hottest teams with 8 wins in 9 games following Monday night's 115-104 road victory versus New Orleans. In addition to owning an elite roster, Utah enjoys relatively good health as of Tuesday afternoon. A look at the latest injury list shows center Hassan Whiteside listed as day-to-day. Meanwhile, forward Eric Paschall, personal, and center Udoka Azubuike, ankle, are listed as out versus Denver. Of the listed injuries, only Whiteside, 7.8 ppg, 6.6 rpg, 1.3 bpg, is a major rotation piece. Keep an eye on the backup center's availability as he provides strong second-unit presence. There is no hotter team in the NBA when it comes to playing on the road than the Utah Jazz at the moment. They won the last 9 games away from home, while Denver is struggling at Ball Arena of late, losing 5 of the previous 6. The Nuggets will be shorthanded in this one, so I am backing the Jazz to extend their road winning run to 10 games. Nikola Jokic vs Rudy Gobert will be an interesting matchup to watch, but the Joker didn't have problems with a reigning NBA defensive player before. However, Jokic cannot win games single-handedly, and he needs more help from teammates. We saw against Dallas that he lacked that help, and I believe it will be more of the same in this one. That said, Utah has a greater squad depth and more players who can contribute both offensively and defensively. Our first betting advice is to pick Jazz -3. The Denver Nuggets couldn't complete a 4-game road trip with a 4th win as they struggled defensively in a 103-89 loss to the Dallas Mavericks. For the first time in 3 games, Denver failed to cover, +3, so the Nuggets dropped to a 15-20 ATS record. Michael Malone's team couldn't get the things going offensively in the first half and scored just 37 points. The Nuggets did improve in the second 24 minutes, but so did the Mavs, and the loss was inevitable. The Utah Jazz bounced back from a home defeat to the Golden State Warriors with a 115-104 road victory over the New Orleans Pelicans. After 2 games in which they failed to cover, the Jazz narrowly covered a +8.5 spread and improved to an 18-18-1 ATS record. Utah was quite successful from beyond the arc, hitting 19 of 39 shots opposite New Orleans' 12 of 46. The teams were pretty much tied in other segments, so the Jazz won this game thanks to 3-point shooting. Our second betting advice is to pick under the total.